Now, obviously, you got big, strong style evolve show coming up. Jay White. It's funny because among the predictions from pundits, analysts, whoever, many thought that Jay White would end up joining Bullet Club when he debuted for New Japan. Obviously, that didn't work out. You're facing him at Strong Style Evolved. How do you look for that to go down, and how are you preparing?
Yeah, Jay White had the, I guess, opportunity to join Bullet Club, much like I did at one point in my career. And I think you can see how that's turned out for me. It's been the best move of my career, and I really feel like it would have been the best move for Jay's career as well. But decided not to, and I understand that. And it's so far it worked out well for him, but I don't see it working out that well for so much longer. I'm really looking forward to this match. He's somebody I've never had a singles match with before. He's a heavy-handed dude, but man, I am too. So I'm looking forward to this. This should be great with a lot on the line.
We talked about Bullet Club, obviously, and being the elite has taken the wrestling world by storm to the point to where that show is in New Japan and Ring of Honor canon. Not just in canon, but among the top storylines all across the show. Could you have ever imagined that being the situation when you joined up?
As soon as I kind of got into being the elite and figured out what it was and how it worked, yes, I saw that because it was something that people really latched onto, and not just wrestling fans. We have fans that aren't necessarily or weren't wrestling fans until now. I've seen what it's like at these meet and greets with Cody, the Bucks, whoever, myself. They consider themselves first and foremost being the elite fans, and they also like wrestling. So I definitely saw that it would go that direction. I'm not surprised by it at all. We're a group of guys who, are all very talented in different ways, and we're putting in, more work than anybody I've ever seen, and that pays off. So I did expect that.
In addition to New Japan, the Bullet Club situation has given you a big break in Ring of Honor, and you've been there for a long time. What was the process of the years that you spent there before Bullet Club, and maybe your mindset heading into something like this finally happening for you, especially despite you being such a young dude?
Yeah, I've been in Ring of Honor a while, and I don't know how much people realize that. But I was a young guy. I was still kind of figuring out my style, figuring out, what kind of wrestler I was. And I really feel like in the past year or two, I've figured that out. And I think, something like Bullet Club and being the elite, maybe more than anything, they've given me a vehicle to show that to the world. I don't necessarily think it's that I've changed as much. I've just had a better exposure, people can see my maybe personality a bit more, and, being the elite and stuff like that. And, when somebody like the Young Bucks put their stamp of approval on you, no matter how good you are to start with, it doesn't do anything but help.
There is a bit of a marriage between Ring of Honor and New Japan, and between New Japan Cup this week, Strong Style Evolved, there's Sakura Genesis, there's Supercard, there's a lot of stuff going on with Ring of Honor, and of course Ring of Honor just launched their own streaming service. Where do you see that relationship going in 2018, especially considering that New Japan is making their presence felt in America as well?
I don't see anything but good things coming of it. There's more wrestling than there has been in a long time. There are more places for people to work. I'm sure there are more wrestlers making a living wrestling outside the machine now than there ever have been. So that's good. I think Ring of Honor and New Japan, they co-promote, they do things together. I think they also have a bit of a friendly competition, but nothing but good things come out of that kind of competition. And I want to see this, relationship continue the way it is going.
What are the odds of us seeing a Hangman Page against Big Hog James Ellsworth in the near future?
I have no idea.
That'll throw a wrench into you and Joey Ryan if the Big Hog shows up.
Is he well known for that?
According to Daniel Bryan on Talking Smack.
Wow, I was unaware.
Oh boy, you got to look that up.
Yes, us well endowed guys. We're a small circle of people. We're all kind of aware of each other, but I didn't really know that. Maybe that's something that'll happen down the line. Maybe not. I don't know.
That very well may have contributed to that show actually getting canceled, was Daniel Bryan bringing up stuff like that on the air. So when do you head out for the show? Have you already gotten there? Are you flying out later this week? How does that work?
Yeah, I'm heading out West Coast Saturday morning. We've got a press conference Saturday, and then I'll be there Saturday to kind of get myself together. And Sunday's a show, 8 o'clock.
Definitely. Anything else that you're looking forward to on that show? Obviously, there are other matches that are pertinent to your career on that card.
Yeah, for sure. It doesn't take a lot. Doesn't take a genius to figure out that. Honestly, I'd be interested in Young Bucks versus Kenny and Ibushi. This is something that's kind of been boiling for a long time, and these guys have been friends with Kenny for longer than I've known them. So this one should be interesting. I honestly have no idea how it's going to play out, but it'll be certainly something to watch.
Final question: is Barry the Bear excommunicated from Bullet Club for good?
Yeah, Burry is done, man. I was a really big fan of Burry Drug Free Bear, but now that we know who was under the costume, man, he's out. He's done. He's done. I think Cody recently, I think this will air on Ring of Honor TV, but Cody debuted Bernard the Business Bear, which
Ooh.
I think is maybe a better direction to go, honestly. And he's been a huge help already. He's really popular with everybody backstage. He's very professional, very well put together, and he's the kind of guy you want in your locker room.
Well, Adam, I want to thank you so much. Definitely encourage everybody to check out Strong Style Evolved on Access Sunday night. Adam, thank you.